Hey guys, so when I left the house this morning, I really didn't have anything that I had in my mind to talk about, but I've gone 13 miles trying to get to work today in an hour and 2 minutes. So since I'm spending so much time in my car today, I'm going to talk about my car. About 6 months ago, I traded in my Corolla for something new. I knew I needed something bigger, something a little newer, and with dating my fiance, I knew they needed something that was going to get some better gas mileage. So I started looking at other Toyotas because I really enjoyed my Corolla, and I decided on the Camry Hybrid. I had never owned a hybrid before, so I wasn't sure how I was going to like it and how beneficial it was going to be to me. I can say after having it for 6 months, it has been fantastic. I have no regrets absolutely at all for picking up this car. Today actually has been a fantastic day to profile the benefits of having the hybrid, as, like I said, I've been in the car for an hour and 3 minutes now, gone 13 miles, and thankfully, well, not thankfully, my low gas light came on about 2 miles in, which I knew I was low in gas. However, one of the nice things about having a hybrid is it has electric mode. So when you're going slow, you can actually have it run in electric, which I have been doing. So while the battery has been running the engine, I also have not been running gas, so that I have not run out of gas yet, which I am waiting to get to the next gas station so that I can fill up and continue on my way. There haven't been a ton of things that I haven't liked about it. Actually, I don't know if there's anything really that sticks out in my mind that I haven't liked about this car so far. The brakes are a little different feeling than my Corolla were, just because when you're braking and slowing, it uses the motion of the wheels to generate power for the battery. So the brakes do feel a little bit different when you're pressing on the brakes. It did take me a little while to get used to actually using them and feeling what they should be to get certain stopping distances and stopping forward. So that was a little bit interesting to get used to. But other than that, I think I average about 37 miles to the gallon, which is fantastic when, if I'm going from the fiance's house to work and back, it's 100 miles a day. So using 3 to 4 gallons of gas versus using 5 to 6 really has been a lifesaver as far as money goes, as far as putting gas into the vehicle. I didn't get a ton of bells and whistles with this car, or at least I didn't look for that many of them. I kind of just took what it had with it. It does not have navigation like my Corolla had, but with my cell phone and Bluetooth, it pretty much takes care of that. I really haven't had to worry about it. It's got AM, FM, CD, which I don't think I've put a CD in it yet in 6 months. It does take, like I said, Bluetooth. It also has a port for my iPod so that I can play my music through the controls on the steering wheel. So it's very similar to how my Corolla was. I like how Toyota sets up their things. One thing that I do have new on this car that I have not ever had before is dual zone climate stuff. So that was interesting to kind of get used to. Most of the time I just leave it on sync so that both sides adjust the same, since most of the time I'm driving by myself, so it isn't necessarily an issue to have dual climate, but it is kind of a nice option to have. The back seat is big enough for both the kids, who are 8 and 9, so they have at least more room than they had in the Corolla. That was actually one of the big things that I was looking at when I bought this car, is to make sure that it had enough room for both of the kids. I don't know if I do any super long travel with it, but within an hour to a couple hours, it's pretty good. So I am enjoying that, and they seem to fit perfectly fine in the car. One thing that I tend to do as I drive, because I can get overstimulated sometimes, is on the dashboard, they have multiple screens that can come up that will show you all sorts of things. I just leave it on the blank one so that I don't have a constant barrage more than I need of information. This will show me all my tire pressures and what gas mileage I'm getting and how many miles I have and all that kind of thing, which to me is a little bit of overkill, since there is a gas tank, an old style gas tank meter on it, so I really don't need to see where I am in there and what current mileage I'm getting and all that kind of stuff. So it can be a little overwhelming at times just to have that constant barrage of data. So, but other than that, I really enjoy it, and I am finally going to stop and grab some gas, and I will talk to everybody later. I will see you on the other side of the pond sometime soon.